Welcome to Analysis Hole, the black hole to explore knowledge. Please like and subscribe for further notifications. Thank you. Note down some of the important questions from Ode to a Nightingale. First is, who is the poet of the poem Ode to a Nightingale? The answer is John Keats. 2 number, the poem Ode to a Nightingale is written in which form? The poem is written in the form of an ode. Question 3. Which bird is central to the poem? Answer, nightingale. Question 4. In the first stanza, the poet mentions the light-winged dryad of the trees. What does the term dryad refers to? तो dryad का क्या मतलब है इस लाइन में? A nymph or a spirit associated with trees in Greek mythology. Question 5. What does the speaker desire in the second stanza? The speaker desires to escape from the troubles and pains of life. Now question number 6. In the third stanza, the speaker mentions a drought of vintage. What does vintage refer to? Vintage का क्या मीनिंग है इस लाइन में? It refers to old wine, particularly from a specific year or vineyard. Question 7. What is the mood of the speaker in the fourth stanza? The speaker is melancholic and reflective. Question 8. What does the speaker mean by charioted by Bacchus and his parts? It means being carried in a chariot by the god of wine, Bacchus and his leopard. Chariot होता है वो रथ जो होता है जिसमें घोड़े लगे रहते हैं 4. Question 9. In the fifth stanza, what does the speaker say about the Nightingale song? The speaker describes it as being full of joy and intense beauty. Question 10. What does the speaker imagine in the sixth stanza? The speaker imagines being with the nightingale in a state of intoxication and escape from reality. Question 11. How does the speaker perceive the nightingale's song in the seventh stanza? The speaker perceives the song as immortal and eternal, unlike human existence. Question 12. In the eighth stanza, what does the speaker mean by the weariness, the fever, and the fret? It refers to the exhaustion, illness, and worry experienced in life. 13. What is the speaker's attitude towards death in the ninth stanza? The speaker expresses a longing for death as a release from the troubles of life. Question 14. What does the speaker realize in the 10th stanza? The speaker realizes that the nightingale's song has been a fleeting escape from reality and that he must face the world again. Question 15. What does the speaker mean by the viewless wings of poesy? It refers to the intangible and imaginative qualities of poetry. Question 16. What does the nightingale symbolize in the poem? The nightingale symbolizes beauty, joy, and the fleeting nature of life. Question 17. What does the poem suggest about the power of art? The poem suggests that art, such as poetry and music, can provide a temporary escape from the pains and limitations of human existence. Question 18. What is the overall tone of the poem? The overall tone of the poem is contemplative and reflective. Question 19. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? The rhyme scheme of the poem is ABAB, CDE, CDE. Question 20. What does the Nightingale's song represent in the poem? The Nightingale's song represents a form of transcendence and a connection to a higher, more joyful existence. Question 21. What does the phrase the weariness, the fever, and the frets imply? It implies the burdens and anxieties of human life. Question 22. What does the speaker mean by fancy in the poem? Fancy refers to the imagination and the power to create mental images. Question 13. What is the meaning of the phrase beaded bubbles winking at the brim? It describes the sparkling bubbles on the surface of a drink, suggesting a sense of pleasure and indulgence. Question 14. What does the nightingale's song do to the speaker? The nightingale's songs transports the speaker to a state of blissful imagination and escape from reality. Question 25. What is the contrast between the nightingale's world and human world in the poem? The nightingale's world is depicted as joyful and immortal, while the human world is burdened with pain, suffering, and mortality. Question 26. What does the speaker mean by drowsed with the fume of poppies? It means being intoxicated or sedated by the scent or essence of poppies. 27. What does the speaker compare the nightingale's song in the sixth stanza? The speaker compares the nightingale's song to the cool root shadow and the embalmed darkness. Question 28. What does the phrase to seize upon the midnight suggest? It suggests that the idea of the nightingale's song abruptly ending or ceasing at midnight. Question 29. What does the nightingale song represent in relation to time? The nightingale song represents a timeless and eternal quality, contrasting with the fleeting nature of human life. Question 30. What is the significance of the line "Away, away, for I will fly to thee"? It represents the speaker's desire to escape from the reality and join the nightingale in its world. Question 31. What does the speaker mean by the dull brain perplexes and retards? It means that the speaker's mind, burdened with thoughts and worries, slows down or obstructs the imagination. Question 32. What is the central theme of the poem? The central theme of the poem is the contrast between the fleeting nature of human existence and the eternal beauty of art and nature. Question 33. What is the purpose of the Ode to a Nightingale? The purpose is to explore the power of art and the longing for escape from the limitations of human life. Question 34. What does the speaker mean by the sad heart of Ruth? It refers to the sorrowful heart of Ruth, a figure from the Bible known for her loyalty and devotion. Question 35. What does the speaker mean by full-throated ease? It means singing with a natural and effortless voice. Question 36. What does the phrase forlorn Philomel refer to? It refers to Philomela, a character from Greek mythology who was transformed into a nightingale. Question 37. What does the phrase shadow of a sound imply? It implies a faint or elusive sound, suggesting the delicate and ethereal quality of the nightingale's song. Question 38. What does the speaker mean by sodden wings? It refers to the wet or heavy wings of the nightingale, possibly implying exhaustion or the weight of existence. Question 39. What does the phrase embalmed darkness suggest? It suggests a state of stillness and preservation, as if the darkness itself is preserved like an embalmed body. Question 40. What does the phrase "where beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes" suggest? It suggests that true beauty cannot be sustained or preserved in the mortal world. Question 41. What is the speaker's attitude towards the nightingale's world? The speaker is enamored with the nightingale's world and longs to be a part of it. Question 42. What does the phrase "half in love with easeful death" imply? It implies a fascination or attraction to the idea of death as a release from the burdens of life. Question 43. What does the phrase "the murmur of the summer flies" suggest? It suggests the gentle buzzing or humming sound created by flies in the summer, adding to the ambience of the natural world. Question 44. What does the speaker mean by the hemlock I had drunk? It refers to a metaphorical poison or intoxication experienced by the speaker, possibly symbolizing the effects of suffering and despair. Question 45. What does the phrase "beauty cannot keep a lustrous eye" suggest? It suggests that true beauty is transient and cannot be sustained indefinitely. Question 46. What does the speaker mean by the dryad of trees. It refers to mythological spirit or nymph associated with trees, symbolizing the connection between nature and human imagination. Question 47. What is the meaning of the phrase where but to think is to be full of sorrow? It means that merely thinking or reflecting leads to a sense of sadness or sorrow. What does the speaker mean by as though of hemlock I had drunk? It means that the speaker feels intoxicated or poisoned as if they have consumed a poisonous substance. Question 49. What is the significance of the nightingale's song being heard in the darkling plain? It suggests that even in the darkness and uncertainty of life, the nightingale's song brings beauty and solace. Question 50. What is the speaker's ultimate realization at the end of the poem? The speaker realizes that the nightingale's world, though enticing, is fleeting and cannot be sustained, and one must face the realities of life. Note down all these questions in your notebook, and these questions are important for your external exams from the poem Ode to a Nightingale.